A long time ago, in the peaceful and fertile village of Umuokwe, there lived a young woman named Adaora. She was not just beautiful, she was mesmerizing. Her skin had the glow of the morning sun, and her eyes twinkled like the stars in the night sky. Her hair, long and dark, flowed down her back like a river of silk. Whenever she walked through the village, her movements were graceful, like a bird gliding through the sky. People would stop whatever they were doing just to watch her pass by. The young men of Umuokwe all dreamed of winning her heart. Many had tried, presenting her with gifts of beads, cloth, and food, but she always refused. What puzzled the villagers most was her silence. Adaora never engaged in long conversations, never gossiped with the other women, and never allowed anyone to get too close. She seemed to exist in a world of her own, distant yet present, warm yet untouchable. Rumors began to spread about her. Some said she was too proud to accept any man. Others whispered that she had a secret she dared not reveal. There were even those who believed she was not entirely human. But no one, not even her own family, knew the truth. Among the men who longed for Adaora's love was Chijioke, the village's bravest hunter. Tall, strong, and fearless, he was respected by all. He had slain the swiftest antelopes, wrestled wild boars, and even faced leopards without fear. He was a man of great skill and great pride, and he was determined to have Adaora as his wife. One evening, Chijioke made his decision. He would ask for Adaora's hand in marriage, but he knew that words alone would not win her heart. He needed to show that he was worthy of her. So he prepared gifts no other suitor had ever offered. He gathered a bag full of cowries, the currency of the land. He selected the finest fabric, soft and shimmering, fit for a queen. And most impressive of all, he hunted down the largest antelope he had ever seen, a beast with mighty horns and strong legs, a symbol of strength and provision. With his gift in hand, he walked confidently to Adaora's home. The villagers followed, whispering among themselves, eager to see how she would respond. Adaora's parents welcomed Chijioke with warm smiles. They had always admired him and were pleased that such a great hunter wanted to marry their daughter. They called Adaora into the room. She entered quietly, her steps light as the wind. Chijioke stood before her and spoke boldly. Adaora, I have come to ask for your hand in marriage. I offer you gifts as a sign of my love and commitment. Adaora lifted her gaze to meet his. For the first time she smiled, a soft, mysterious smile that sent a ripple of excitement through the room. The villagers held their breath. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she spoke, I will marry him. A great cheer erupted from the crowd. Women sang, men clapped, and children danced in delight. Adaora had never before accepted any man's proposal, and now she had chosen Chijioke. It was a day of great celebration. The wedding preparations began immediately. No expense was spared. Drummers played their lively beats, and the women of the village sang songs of love and unity. The feast was grand, with pots of steaming yam porridge, roasted meats, and sweet palm wine flowing freely. Adaora, adorned in the finest coral beads and the richest fabric, looked every bit the queen. But despite the joy and laughter around her, some villagers noticed something strange. She did not eat any of the food at the wedding. She only drank water. Why does she not eat? An old woman whispered. Is she hiding something? Another woman shook her head. Perhaps she is just nervous. But the music and merriment soon drowned out their concerns, and the celebration continued late into the night. As the festivities came to an end, Chijioke led his new bride to his home. The villagers followed, singing songs of love and good fortune. When they reached his house, the women threw flowers at the door and bid the couple farewell. Inside, Chijioke turned to Adaora with a loving smile. "At last you are mine," he said. Adaora looked at him, her eyes shining like molten gold. She did not reply. Instead, she walked slowly to the bed. A sudden chill filled the room. The air grew heavy with an unspoken mystery. Chijioke watched, his heart pounding, as Adaora stood in the middle of the room and began to remove her wedding dress. Then it happened. Her smooth brown skin began to change. Her arms disappeared. Her legs melted together, stretching and twisting. Her body elongated, growing long and sinuous. Her skin turned from soft flesh to shimmering green scales. Chijioke felt his breath catch in his throat. His wife, his beautiful, enchanting wife, was no longer human. She was a massive serpent coiled in the center of the room, her golden eyes glowing in the dim light. Terror gripped him. He wanted to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. He wanted to run, but his legs refused to move. Adaora gazed at him, her forked tongue flicking in and out. "I am not like other women," she said softly. "I was born of the river. My mother was a water spirit. My father was a man, but the gods cursed me to live on land. I have hidden my true self for many years." Chijioke trembled. What will you do to me?" Adaora tilted her head, her serpentine body shifting. "I do not wish to harm you," she said. "But now that you know the truth, will you still love me?" Before he could answer, a loud knock came at the door. Outside, the villagers had heard strange sounds. Some had seen shadows moving inside the house. The elders and warriors had come to investigate. "Chijioke, open the door," the chief called. The door burst open, and the villagers gasped in horror. Adaora, in her true form, was a mighty serpent, her emerald body glistening in the torchlight. Cries of fear filled the room. "She is cursed," someone shouted. "She is a demon," another yelled. The warriors raised their spears, but before they could attack, Adaora let out a sorrowful hiss. She turned toward the window and, with one last look at Chijioke, slithered into the night. No one saw Adaora again. Some said she returned to the river where her mother's people lived. Others believed she watched over the village from the shadows. On quiet nights, when the moon was full, the villagers would sometimes hear a soft hissing sound from the river. Some said it was the wind. Others believed it was Adaora calling for the husband she had left behind. And so, the legend of the Serpent Bride was born. A tale passed down through generations, warning all. Not everyone is who they seem to be.